Hello everybody and welcome to today's ACSA action as we are here starting off week 4 with a really good matchup for you guys. Starting with Beckett Ridge going on the road to play against the Amazon Delivery Boys. Both squads with aspirations to win their respective conferences. As we have a great set of games for you guys here today. Make sure you smash that like button as well as hit subscribe if you do happen to be brand new to the channel. Let's get some game action underway, starting with the Amazon Delivery Boys as they are starting off with the football to begin this ball game. As the second and short is coming up, Gates is going to drop back to pass, has time, and he's going to find Likely over the middle, who was more than likely to make that catch and took advantage of that opportunity. A huge first down that does get Amazon across the 50-yard line. As the drive will still continue, looking to drive deeper in the Beckett Ridge territory. Gates is going to sneak out and sliver past his offensive line to nearly pick up the first down all by himself. Doing it all with the passing game and running game, but he is certainly not alone as Ryan Clack going to end up picking up a first down for him. Gain of 5 on that one. There was a holding on the offense, so they had to hold it down. First and 15 coming up, trying to throw it to the left-hand side. It's incomplete. So now second and long, Amazon might be stopped short, but Likely is back at it again. Another big catch, and now they're in the red zone. Amazon looking to strike first in this ball game. Let's see if they can do as they throw to the left. They find Eggert, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Amazon. As the Delivery Boys take an early 7-0 lead. We'll see how Beckett Ridge is going to respond, man, after coming down 10-0 early, but Williams makes a huge get, even gets a spin move, too. Able to get away from that last defender as well, and finally is brought down before a gain of 58 yards. Hopefully, this is exactly what they need, because Beckett Ridge is off to a slow start, man. Like I said, already down 10-0 in this ball game. As the third and short comes up, going to try to hand it off to Sims and finds the running room needed to pick up the first down. Goal line situation now waiting for the Farmers as Staub will throw to the left-hand side. Gets it to Horton, who does hear a hoo and picks up 5 halfway to the goal line now. Going to try to throw it in for the end zone. It's going to be a toss-up, but releases the one coming down with it. Touchdown, Beckett Ridge. And the Farmers find themselves back to this ball game. Only down 10-7 right now. And this is a huge game for Beckett Ridge. They just laid an egg last week against another Atlantic Shore opponent in Ridgewood. So definitely need to get themselves back together here. As now they're playing another really good team. This time from the Big Pacific Conference. As Clack is able to make some guys miss, but he fumbles the football. So a great play erased. Turns into 3 points eventually for Beckett Ridge, as things are still pretty tight here, 16-10 here in the great state of Washington. It's now first and 10 from the 50-yard line. Gates is going to drop back the pass, going to throw this one deep over the middle. He's got his running back. Just ran a beautiful wheel route, got himself wide freaking open. Now they're on the edge of the red zone. Gates looking to throw. Going to go to the right-hand side. He's got his running back again. Touchdown, Amazon. And they'll extend this lead here. Now going to be up 23-10 here. Beckett Ridge still trying to fight back, though. They did get a field goal in the third quarter. So now it's still a 10-point game as they kick things off. And when I'm showing kickoffs, something is about to go down. Making a man miss. And as my boy Legion always says, he is gone. Like a girl in a country song. Touchdown, Amazon. As they blow this game wide open. Taking a commanding lead at this point. Now up 30-13. But the Farmers from the National Conference aren't going to give up next. Let's see what they can pull off on this drive. How do they respond to giving up a touchdown on special teams? It's a 3rd and 2. They do get it off to Mason, who does get it across midfield for the first down. As now we're looking at a 1st and 10 across the 50-yard line. Stomp going to try to throw it, but he fumbles the football. And Amazon recovers it. Definitely not what you wanted to see when you're trying to get back into this ball game. So now they drop back to throw again, but Gates is going to actually scramble out and get some good yardage as well. A gain of 15 yards roughly on that one. As delivery boys are still trying to deliver some more points on the board. Gates going to scramble once again, this time going to slide in order to avoid the big hit. As he still manages to pick up a first down regardless. As Clack is there taking the sweep on the right-hand side. And he only got it intercepted on the pitch. We're looking good. 2nd and 5. Gates gonna throw to his left. He's got Eggert again. He's got 1 touchdown. Can't quite make it 2 though. But it's still a big gain that gets him in another goal line situation. Beckett Ridge definitely needs a stop here, but they won't get it as they likely close this game out. An even more commanding lead, 37-13. So, I mean, if you're Beckett Ridge right now, you got to be feeling disheartened. You lose to Ridgewood last week. You're getting blown out by Amazon, and best you can do is, you know, trying to get a quick touchdown here on this drive and hope for a miracle, which they might get as Williams breaks a tackle. He's going to dive in the end zone. Touchdown, Beckett Ridge. That will help them at the very least make the scoreboard look a little bit more respectable, as they will opt to go for 2 here. Let's see if it works out for them. Bold strategy, Cotton, but it doesn't work this time around. So conversion is no good. So still down by 3 possessions, still picked up the first down. It's a gain of, you know, nice little gain right there. This is a 1st and 10. Gonna throw over the middle this time. He's got a man wide open. Williams making a huge score. Touchdown, Farmers. Beckett Ridge now making it just a 2-possession ball game. Just make it really easy. Go for the extra point, but no. They're deciding to go for 2 here. This time I do get the pass off, but it's still incomplete. As Amazon is looking to just kneel this game clock. Only up 40-25 now. You know, don't want to do anything too crazy at this moment. You know, got the lead. You also had the ball with only 2 minutes left. And they're looking to pass. We'll see if it works. Oh, they're just going to scramble. Okay, cool. Gates actually gets a really big run on top of that too. As we're looking to, you know, just get rid of this clock. Gates gonna go ahead, try to scramble. Gonna try to throw it. No, he's gonna scramble again. Gates, another big run for the first down. Surprised at this point, Beckett Ridge not trying to put a, you know, spy on the quarterback. Because Datari Gates is just really killing him with his right legs. And there's another fumble for Beckett Ridge. And they actually do have a chance to put some more points on the end of the game to try to at least, you know, make it a little bit more respectable, but it is incomplete. And that's going to do it for the first game. Amazon with a nice win, able to improve to 3-1 thanks to a 40-25 win over Beckett Ridge. So the second game that we have is Northern New York hosting the Spring Creek Moose from the Group of 5 conferences. Northern New York off to a surprisingly good start. They're currently 3-0. Thought they will have some stumbles in non-conference play, but that simply has not been the case yet. Let's see if they can finish strong here, go 4-0 into Big North Conference play. As Spring Creek will start with the football. It's almost intercepted that time. So a 3rd and long, the defense off to a good start. Dwab going to try to drop back the pass, going to try to throw it over the middle, and it's intercepted by Pellick. Pellick going to go ahead and pick up a huge play for the defense, as they're able to turn that into a field goal right away. But a great start for the defense, as they got an interception on the last drive. They got a sack right there, forcing 2nd and long, and look who it is again. Pellick with another interception. We're only a couple minutes into this ball game, and we already have 2 interceptions by this Northern New York defense, specifically by Pellick. Just been playing out of his mind so far this season, and certainly one of the reasons why Northern New York is 3-0 right about now. But their question is the offense. Can their offense get something going here? They had a field goal despite the short field last time. But this time it won't be an issue as the Freeze find the end zone, creating a potentially very cold day for the Spring Creek football team. And as they almost had another interception right there, but this time it gets through to Moffitt, who does end up picking up a huge gain on the play. First down for the Moose. As well, I'm trying to throw again, this time going to Monroe off the right-hand side. It's a huge gain. And there's a flag on the play as well. Pass interference on Northern New York. So that tacks on an additional 15 yards as well, as it's still a first down for Spring Creek. Payne going to the right-hand side, picking up another first down for the Moose, as they look to get their first points in this ball game. Duam trying to throw over to the right-hand side. It's intercepted again by Bertrand, who's going to try to run this thing back, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds just short of the 30-yard line. Quarterback looking like coming in and making a play at the last second. As Duam going to throw to the left-hand side, going to Moffitt. Going over the middle is a first down again for Spring Creek. As the Moose continue to drive down the field, it's 2nd and 9 now. Duam's going to drop back the pass once again. He's going to bring the justice, as he's find his man bringing justice to the Spring Creek offense. Picking up another first down for the Moose, as they look to try and get it within one possession, down 10-0. This is a big possession for Spring Creek. They have got nothing going overall during the course of this game, and when they do, it ends in a turnover, already with 3 turnovers in this ball game. As Wob's going to try to drop back. He doesn't have a lot of time. He gets sacked. Northern New York brought the pressure from the left-hand side. That's O.J. Thomas with his first sack of the game. So now 2nd and 17, going to try to throw it over the middle, and this time it is caught in tight coverage. Woodbay does make the catch, however. As now for the first time, Spring Creek is in the red zone. Going to try to turn it into points, and it's Woodbay again. Touchdown, Spring Creek. And just like that, we have ourselves a one-possession ball game. So let's see how Northern New York strikes back. It's only 1:41 left here in this first half. Let's see if they can tack on some more points to extend the lead before going into the locker room. As Clem's going to try to run it upfield. He does pick up the first down, but he fumbles the ball. And so Spring Creek has an opportunity to take the lead here with less than a minute left. Let's see if they can do it, but of course they fumble the ball on the very next play once again. So if we go into halftime, it remains at 10-7 for now. It's quite a defensive battle early on. Neither team really getting much going. Spring Creek particularly with 4 turnovers. So you got to give props to the Northern New York defense for creating turnovers, but the offense has really got to pick up its own weight. Only scoring 10 points off of 4 turnovers. That's not how you get the job done, and they're going to have to play a lot better going forward. They want to win some games in the Big North Conference, regardless of how this game goes. As Lewis does make a big catch for the Freeze, a first down. That gets him into a goal line situation. 2nd and goal. A couple plays later, Wesley going to try to run for the end zone and gets lit up like a Christmas tree. Does pick up a few yards for a 3rd and goal now. Going to try to run it with Self, who tries to get to the outside and dives for the end zone. Touchdown, Freeze. And Northern New York finds the end zone once again. First time since the first quarter. As the Freeze are starting to pull away. Now up 20-7. Spring Creek needs to get something together, but look what they do. They done mess up once again, allowing another turnover. 3rd and 5 now. Going to the right-hand side. Going to Self for another first down. 2nd and goal now coming up. Going to try to run to the left-hand side for Self, who does nearly get into the end zone. Just a couple yards shy. Is now 3rd and goal. Wesley going to the left-hand side. Going to Afario. Touchdown, Northern New York. And the Freeze seize in control of this ball game. Now with 17 unanswered points. And now they are just enjoying a commanding lead right now. Up 27-10. at the moment. Looking pretty good, a lot better than what they did in the first half. But I might have spoke too quickly as Spring Creek recovers another fumble, which is exactly what the Moose need to get back into this ball game. As they're down by 17, they certainly need it at this current juncture. Is now 2nd and goal. DeWab going to try to throw to the right hand side, gets it to Monroe, and they make the Freeze pay with that constantly turnover, turning it into 6 points. And Spring Creek will go for it here on, trying to get a 2-point conversion, but it doesn't quite work out for them. Not sure why they went for it, to be honest with you, but for now it does remain a 2-possession game. Northern New York still enjoying a 27-16 lead here midway through this 4th quarter, as the Freeze do look to put an exclamation point onto this ball game, trying to finish on a high note. As 3rd and 4, Wesley going to throw to the left-hand side again, gets it to Lorenzo, who is hit as soon as he catches the ball, but still hangs on and paid close attention to where the sticks were because he got a first down there. So now it's still 1st and 10. The drive still continues for Northern New York as they try to drive downfield and kill some clock at the same time. Time is certainly on their side right now. Clement's making a big catch as well, getting to the 35-yard line for Spring Creek off of a 20-yard catch. It's now 2 plays later, 2nd and 11 now, going to Morgan, and he gets hit at roughly the 20-yard line. So this could be the exclamation point that the Freeze need, as they already have a double-digit lead, as they extend the lead further. Morgan with another touchdown. So now 34-16, Spring Creek just trying to make this a more respectable ball game. As there's only 4 minutes left, things are certainly not looking good for the visiting squad, as they're just trying to get some quick points and then hope for a miracle at this point. Luckily, they still have Freeze timeouts, so they can still work that to their advantage. But they just got to manage the clock wisely. Time not working in their favor. Already down to 3:11 and counting as well. And they're still only at the 35-yard line, but that incompletion will help them to a degree. So now 2nd and 10. DeWab going to throw over to the right-hand side. Gets it to Justice, who almost gets out of... Yes, he does. He does get out of bounds. So that will temporarily stop the clock for right now. But they got to get to the line quickly. Clock still ticking. Monroe got the catch, and he gets upfield for another first down up to the 5-yard line. It's now 1st and goal. DeWab gonna throw over the middle to Terry. Touchdown, Spring Creek. As there it is. Making it a 2-score game once again. Let's see if they can tack on a 2-point conversion, which actually almost works, but not quite there. Northern New York runs out the clock as they do end up improving to 4-0, beating the Spring Creek Moose 34-22. A good performance for sure. Now we'll get into the final game of this triple header. The Syracuse State Lakers looking their first win of the season representing that Rocky Mountain Conference, going on the road to play against Detroit State, who not only is undefeated but also ranked in the top 10, currently sitting at number 10 in the ACSA top 25 poll. So Syracuse State certainly needs to get off to a good start if they want to win this thing, and that's not how you get the job done. Fumbling the ball on your second play of the ball game, that's not how you accomplish it. So now Detroit State not only has a pretty solid offense, but you give them great field position too on top of that. Gotta pray that there's some mistakes made and they end up, having to settle for a field goal, as it is already a first down for the Pit Bulls. Looking to punch it in. Vaughn gonna throw to the left side. Quickly finds Paul Terry in the end zone. Touchdown, Pit Bulls. As Detroit State jumps out to an early 7-0 lead. This could be a blowout given how Syracuse State has played so far this season compared to how Detroit State has fared. Definitely two ends of the spectrum that we are looking at. As a second and short coming up, going to be a quarterback sneak for Vaughn, who does end up sliding down, but not before getting across the 50. So once again, in Syracuse State territory, Vaughn's going to throw it over the middle of his time. He's got the Zubai, who makes the man miss and nearly gets away from the safety. That safety valve just doing enough to pick up this for, at least stop a touchdown for right now. But let's see how long that will last. They do end up forcing an incompletion. Second and 10 coming up. Vaughn's going to try to throw once again. Going to go over the middle. He's got a man, and he finds Clark. His running back. Touchdown Pitbulls. Another quick score. As Detroit State quickly pulling away. Already up 17-0 here. As they are just doing what they want so far in this game for the most part. And the Syracuse State offense, you can't really do much of anything right now. You hate to see it if you're a Lakers fan. But second and 3 coming up. See if they can get a stop here. Gonna go to Clark, who's got a bunch of running room and runs over the safety on top of that before finally going down. A 14-yard run on that play. Vaughn's gonna now throw it. Gonna go to the left-hand side. He's got Terry. He's got green grass. Can he get to the end zone? No, he doesn't. He falls to about the 3-yard line. Thought he was gonna get the end zone there, but not quite at that time. As I do force an incompletion on the very next play. Slowing things down temporarily. As third and goal now. Gonna try to run it in with Clark, who dives for the end zone. Touchdown Pitbulls. Detroit State with a commanding lead right now. Just has not gone well for Syracuse State whatsoever. Although they won't get shut out, they do get a little lucky and do get a field goal. But then following that possession, after a free and out for Detroit State, they throw an interception. But does only lead to a field goal, but still very lopsided game that we got going on right now. Only down 30-3. It's been a rough day for sure. You would hope that Syracuse State will at least put up a little bit more of a fight right now. That has not been the case right now, as they look like they are playing dead on the road, like your average raccoon or skunk or whatever. As I'll go over the middle, go to Bennett, who makes a huge catch. Almost gets to the end zone too, except for a diving tackle that prevents 6 points from being scored for the time being. So now first and goal going up to Taylor, and Taylor makes the catch, and Detroit State cruises to a 51-3 victory over Syracuse State. Detroit State going to 4-0. So after that slaughter of a game between Detroit State and Syracuse State, let's go ahead and check around the ACSA and see what's going on. Starting off with Bluffton Tech, they did host Tulsa Christian, and it wasn't an impressive performance by any means, but they did get the job done at the end of the day, improving to 4-0 thanks to a 27-3 victory. Meanwhile, the Iroquois Eagles make their first appearance into the top 25, and that almost wasn't very long. Nearly getting upset by Wilkes-Barre Scranton, but they did end up winning 12-9. One team that didn't get upset this week is Spokane Tech. They were coming in number 17 in the nation, and I expect a huge plunge. Losing to the Alfred Tech Bulls, who were looking for their first win, they got it thanks to a 16-13 victory against a top 25 team on the road. Who however, has looked very impressive in the early portion of this season. They are number 20 in the nation, and they will continue to climb thanks to an impressive victory over Philadelphia Tech, 41-6. Eastern Pennsylvania, however, is in real danger of falling out of the top 25 themselves. Although they did lose to a solid team in Vienna, it will be interesting to see how Eastern Pennsylvania is viewed after a lopsided loss to an unranked team at home. They lost 32-7. So that does wrap up some games that have went on over the course of the ACSA to start off week 4. With all being said, let's go ahead and check out some games that will be showed on Wednesday, just a couple of days from now. Starting with the Houston Tech Red Bears, who are looking for their first victory of the season, going on the road to play against the Lincoln Fighting Salt from the Big North Conference. That'll be game number 1. After that, we have the Maui Piranhas coming over to the continental United States to play the Hebrew University of California. Hebrew University lost their first game of the season, but have won and are on a 2-game winning streak. Let's be interesting to see if they can improve to 3-1, whereas Molly looks to jump back to 500 this season. After that, we have the Bruins from George Fox Eugene, making their way down to the great state of Texas in order to play the Texas Catholic Gladiators, who are coming into this week ranked number 15 in the nation and look to improve to 4-0 on the season before jumping into Big Southwest play. And for the final game of the second part of week 4, we have the Darden Jaguars making their very first appearance on ACSA TV, going on the road to play against the Rugby Boilermakers, who are in the Big North Conference. Although they are the least impressive of the Big North teams so far this season. Wonder if this is an upset alert on the in hand potentially. Can Darden get their first win this season? So with all that being said, that will conclude today's ACSA action. If you did enjoy today's video, I hope you hit that like button, as well as subscribe if you do happen to be brand new to the channel and like what you see as well. Other than that, I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day out there, and until next time, take care everybody.